Alright, Metroid skip. Here goes. So, obviously you want to be standing right here before the Metroid gets on screen. So you want to shoot this thing as soon as it turns fully brown. So that's step one. And then there are a variety of different timings you can use. If you want to go as soon as you possibly can, you want to go right when the claw starts moving like that. But the issue that comes with that is that it can make the baby... Like, if you do it slightly too early, the baby will do weird stuff like that. And I don't know why. So I actually wait till the claw fully closes and then I go. And then I still mess it up because, you know, I'm just that good. So, that's like a really short version of like how to time it. But if you're just looking for a really beginner way to do it, hold right and run, and then line up with this little pillar in the ground like this as soon as you can. And then once you hit it, just run back to the left, and that gives you more run speed. And what you can do is, if you have plasma, which you should if you're doing 100% or old route, is you can shoot like this, and it'll break all that stuff and make it a lot easier for you. And then you can kind of just bring them back a little bit, and then start doing your thing. You know, shooting. Like, okay, there are two ways to do this, you know. You could do it like super beginner, where you shoot every single thing. Or you could do it like pretty minimalist, where you like only break a couple things. Like, I only need to break one of these sand guys to be able to do the Metroid skip, and it's that one. And the rest of it's just like, they're all on the ceiling, so they don't matter, you know. And then it's just like bam, and then boom. And that wasn't even a good skip. But like, I'm gonna go beginner as I can, you know. So go all the way to the right, jump, shoot this like this. That'll break all that top stuff, and then take like one step to the right, and then jump. Now, okay, so there's the first issue. Those little pillars can be a huge problem. So one good thing you can do is just completely skip them. That's nice. But it's pretty tricky. You have to land in some pretty specific locations. Like, you gotta land like right to the right of it, and then get like a little bit of run speed and land right to the left of it. So it's really just better to do one of your jumps off of it. And it's still not that hard. Like, look, I can do... Okay. I guess we gotta go really basic first. So, the main idea is that to swing this Metroid around you, you can run to the right, and the more you run to the right, the more it'll swing downward, you see? And you want it to swing downward so you can jump right over it. Now, you don't want to do a full jump like this, because then you'll land too late, and you won't get enough run distance. But if you can practice this for a little while, just right here, just do this, you'll be able to get a good idea of like how the Metroid works, and how its swinging works. And then from there, it makes the whole process becomes a little bit easier, because then you can learn to manipulate it in ways that are advantageous to you. So, the main idea is just keep, you know, obviously, the further to the right you go when you do a jump over him, the easier it is to jump over him. But that can also work in reverse. You can also bring him backwards like this if you go too far to the right and not enough to the left. So you want to find a nice balance between it, you know? So take like 2 steps to the right and then do a like basically full jump to the left. You know? See how I'm like slowly inching my way leftward because I'm moving a little bit left. I mean, I'm moving a little bit right, but then going a little bit more left. And then over time, that kind of just moves me left a little bit. And now I could just like bam, 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 whatever, you know, and then skip. So anyway, jump, shoot. Alright, that clears all that stuff out. So now you just have this free plane of field to work on. And you can swing this guy around you as much as you want. If you don't like the position he's in, just swing him a couple times and get him into a position you like. You know, tall jumps make him go high, running for a while makes him go low. And then once you're comfortable, just start inching your way to the left. You know, like I could jump on that pillar now, but I'm not doing it because I'm not ready. And then once I'm ready, I can just mess up really badly but still be able to make it work. It's one of those things where like you really can't explain it. Like it's not like, all right, stand here, then move this much here, then jump like this. It's just like get a feel for how the Metroid works, and then like make it work. You know, because like I'm weaving in and out of these little like dead guys, but like if you're new trying to learn Metroid skip, you're not gonna be able to do that. If you can swing it, don't kill this guy up here, because he's really laggy with all this crap here. When I first learned Metroid skip, I really couldn't, like, I couldn't fathom not killing him. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me how you could, like, not jump all the way up and then hit him. But now that I'm, like, more experienced, like, obviously, I can just do a shorter jump. So it's like that. And then your second jump really should get you onto that pillar. You really want to cross that barrier as soon as possible. And the first jump is the best jump to do it because the Metroid has so much leftward momentum. You can actually get a free jump out of him, watch. Don't even have to move to the right at all. You can just go right, left immediately. And if you're good enough to do that, it makes the whole process a lot easier because what you can do is this. And then if you're not terrible at timing things, you can do this. And you can skip all that beginning crap. And then you can still shoot this, like I said. You know, if you're not comfortable with it. But honestly, I find doing that easier than doing this and then trying to get over this pillar by jumping on it. You know, and then like shooting all this crap. And then slowly working your way over here and then just doing this. Like, I find it easier to just like, you don't even need to do the morph. You can just jump across, hold L, and then when the Metroid goes downward, take a couple steps forward and do it like a nice long jump. And you'll just get right over him. Like, it's as simple as that. There's also one more method. It's like a space jump kind of thing. I was never able to do it. And I don't think I ever will be. Because he always just does that. And I don't know why. Like, I don't understand this. I think it's something like this. You jump high and then you do that. Or something. Like, I don't know. Anyway, this works well enough for me. So. Then you just... whatever. I mean... it really is up to you how you do your opener, though. But in my opinion, it's easier to do this. So you can go small steps like that, if you want. Alright, now let's talk the last jump, because the last jump's actually kind of tricky. So let's say you broke everything, just because you're that kind of guy. Or gal. So generally where you want to stand is right on this little dead piece of grass right here. You want to get a nice good spin out of him. Nice high spin. So you don't want to do like a low one like this. You don't want to do a low spin, all right? You want him to be nice and high. Or that's not what I mean. You want him to be spinning in an oval like this as opposed to an oval like this. See how this is like a vertical oval and this is like a horizontal oval? You want the horizontal one. So I guess you do want him lower. So you want a nice low Metroid because then what you can do is you can land right here. And the trick to the last jump is you want to wait a little bit longer. Like right here, I jump when he gets like somewhat close to I can't do this. When he gets somewhat close to the ground. You know, when he starts swinging downward, I kind of jump. Boom. So when you're here, you want to jump super late. You want to wait for him to get real close to you and then just crouch and morph like that. Boom. See? But that was terrible. Okay, to be honest, I don't stand on that dead piece of grass. Everyone says to stand there. I stand to the right of it. Because what happens when you stand there is you're so far to the left that the Metroid bonks the left side of the screen and he comes back earlier. So I like to stand right here. Because the Metroid doesn't do that. Wait, why is jumping not working properly? There we go. Alright. Maybe I do stand on it. Alright, yeah, stand on it. Screw me. But yeah, anyway, the trick to this is the late jump. Like, I've had people where I would watch them do streams where they were practicing baby skip, and they would spend like 30 minutes doing the baby skip perfectly the whole time, and they couldn't get the last jump. And they were so frustrated, and I was just like, oh yeah, just jump slightly later than you're expecting to. And they just, bam, get it right away. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you for that tip, dude. Like, that is the ultimate secret to getting the Metroid skip, is just late jump on the last jump. Not too late, obviously, because then that happens, but late. So just as simple as that. Alright, well, we've passed the 10-minute barrier. This is a long enough tutorial. It's actually pretty bad. Don't watch it. See ya.